Hi Sloths, and once again welcome back to Pokemon Green version. In the last episode we took down Giovanni at Sylph Company, and in this episode we're going to take down Sabrina! Yeah! Woohoo! Once again you will be noticing that this is post-commentary because I've already mentioned before that, things and stuff happened. I forgot to plug my microphone in. I think either that or my microphone was plugged in and it decided to just not work properly. So yeah, hello, hi, I'm recording this on the same recording session as episode 21. So I'm already out of literally everything to talk about. Yeah. I do want to say this girl here is another instance where the protagonist actually speaks. He says something, she mimics it, so it's clear that even though we're not actually saying anything, like we don't get our own text box for saying it, but she actually obviously hears what we're saying and then repeats it, so technically we are talking. And I don't know why that Pidgey somehow spoke. I don't know what happened there. But if you give her the Pokédoll, she will give you a TM known as Mimic, which obviously mimics a Pokemon's move that they previously used. So if a Pokemon uses say like Fire Blast and then you somehow survive that and then use Mimic, then the Pokemon that uses Mimic will then use Fire Blast within that same turn, I think. Does that actually exist in this game? It's just because I've never really played Green before. I've not played like this version of the game before. But I assume that is still in this version. I don't know, it's got better elements to this. Oh. Yeah, please excuse that yawn. It happens anytime I do like post-commentary sort of stuff, or when I'm talking a hell of a lot. Especially when I'm doing like videos on like Ebon Light, or just any other visual novel sort of videos. I do tend to... Oh, Copycat. No, that's not what you get. You don't get Mimic, you get Copycat, which is basically the exact same thing. Mimic, I don't think is actually a move. I think it's just a thing. I think I'm mistaking the word Mimic for... I've lost my train of thought. But welcome to Sabrina's gym. I hate this place. If you think I hated Sylph Company for its mazes, guess again, this place is a nightmare. And I don't know how, but I make it look easy. Well, not easy, but I make it look a lot less intimidating than what it actually is. And I don't know how the hell I got through this place so fast. That's Slowpoke. I don't know why, but that Slowpoke looks like it's missing part of its tail. So I wonder if Team Rocket's already starting their Slowpoke tail campaign, where they, chop the tails off of Slowpokes and eat them, and then sell them because they're apparently like a delicacy and they're really, really like high priced. I don't know. When I think of Slowpoke tails, I think of Oxtail, even though they are completely different creatures. It's just that's what it reminds me of. And I have a funny feeling that if Slowpoke tail actually existed in real life, it would be a lot like Oxtail. I don't know why. That's just what I think. But then again, it could also be very like yawn fishy because it's like water type Pokemon. I don't know. Slowbros. It's just what? Is it eating its own hand there? I've never really looked at a Slowbro sprite before, really, especially in Green version, but it looks like it's eating its own hand. That's kind of funny, I've never noticed that. Oh, but it went straight down, wow. Gotta love Forever. Forever the Snorlax. Can't believe I forgot what Pokemon that is for a second there. Oh dear. So this obviously uses teleports, and it's really, really annoying, this place, because there's so many, there's 4 teleports in every single room, well, apart from like the starting room where there's only 1. And you get so lost and turned around so easily because you don't know which teleporter leads to which other teleporter, which then leads to like every other teleporter. And then for some reason some of the teleporters seem to like go back on itself and you don't even realise, or it's a teleporter that you have just used and you don't remember using that one. Because it's like, which teleporter did I just come from? I don't know, because I've just been battling. Mr. Mime. I don't like Mr. Mime. No one likes Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime is creepy. And it's also a mime, and no one really likes mimes. Unpopular opinion, I don't like mimes. Okay, that's actually a very popular opinion. People really just don't like mimes. I wonder if anyone really actually did like mimes. Like back in the day, was it like really, really popular? Like back when they first introduced like the art of mimes, or mimery. Is it mimery? Is the art of mimes mimery? I don't know. But when that was like first like a thing, did people really like adore it, or was it just seen as another really creepy and awkward kind of thing that no one really enjoyed? I don't know. I'm asking all the philosophical questions here. Oh, I've actually been rewatching an anime called Bleach, because the new Bleach series has just started airing in subbed and then now in dubbed as well, which is pretty good because I actually quite like the dubbed version. I know, hate me all you want, but I do like the dubbed version of the anime. And it's been nice to rewatch it. It's not the it's not the best anime at all by any means, but it's an anime I really like, and I do. It's one of those really popular anime that is like a gateway for a lot of people, and it wasn't quite a gateway for me into anime, but I did really enjoy it, and it did also. Okay, yeah, it did also sort of like give me a bit of a better understanding of like how anime works in certain cases. This Ghastly, by the way, was so annoying. It was just so annoying. I don't know what to say other than it was really, really annoying. I think it took down like, I know it took down one of my Pokemon, and then it was just using Sleep and Confusion all the time, and it was just, oh, it was really, not Confusion, Confuse Ray. I think it's not just that one in particular, that Ghastly. I think it's like this entire team of Ghastlys, which is so frustrating to deal with. I think I actually had to go and like heal after this because I think I'm out of like revives at this point. I don't remember. But it was so annoying that I just kept having to speed, like use the turbo button and speed through it because it was just driving me absolutely nuts, and it was gonna add like, if I had not sped all of this stuff up, it probably would have added like an extra 2 minutes onto the the video, and that's not what we want. So yeah. What else has been going on? I've started rewatching, well, not rewatching. I've started watching Danny Phantom. Never seen it before. But I've always wanted to like at least give it a try, but I've never really gotten around to it until now, and it started off really, really slow and unlikable and boring, but I'm in like, I think I've got like, what am I on now? I think I'm on like episode 24, 25 or something like that, and it started picking up quite nicely, and I I don't hate it. I don't dislike it, but I'm not a huge fan of it at the moment. It is better than what it's started out as, so I'm gonna obviously continue watching it. Oh, there we go, I did have a revive. I have a couple of... Wow, I actually have a max revive? Okay, I don't remember seeing that, but whatever. So yeah, it's not the worst cartoon in the world, but you can definitely tell that it's made by... Oh, I can't remember his name now. Anyway, moving on. I've also just started watching Game of Thrones as of like a couple of days ago, because I've been rewatching The Big Bang Theory because I haven't actually seen like the last 3 seasons of it, I think. That was actually surprisingly better than what I remember it being. I remember it being sort of like the first time I watched it, I really liked it. The second time I watched it, I didn't really like it all that much, but the third time I can really appreciate some of the thought and effort that was put into the series. So yeah, that was nice. But once I finished it, I was like, well, what the hell am I supposed to watch now? And after a lot of consideration, I ended up starting Game of Thrones. I have been told that it does pick up a lot after the first season. And it does get really good after the first season, but I'm only on like episode 4 now at the moment, so I don't know. At the moment it seems a little bit like background, like it'd be good for like background video for me. So like in terms of like how I watch things, sometimes if it's kind of boring or really slow and it doesn't take a lot for me to understand what's going on, I'll call it sort of like a background sort of series where I watch it whilst I'm playing like games or whilst I'm doing other things, because I don't have to outright focus on it. But it's actually been pretty good so far, but I don't feel the need to focus on it just yet. But like I said, I've been told that after season 1 it picks up a lot. I was also really worried because someone in the series said, or at least mentioned, that the skinwalkers, not the skinwalkers, the white walkers, that's it. I was told that I heard this woman in the series say that White Walkers ride atop pale spiders. I thought to myself, well, if that's the case, they're going to be huge, and I don't want to see any of that. But I've also been told that that only happens, or at least, yeah, like that only happens in the books and not in the actual TV series itself. And I think the only other mention of them, or the only other time they actually got like a real like body of existence is like, I think they did like a calendar for one of the seasons, and it showed them on the calendar like these giant like ice spiders or something. I didn't look at it obviously because I'm terrified of spiders, just arachnids in general, but it's what I read it somewhere. It was an article about it because I was trying to Google to see if the series actually did have these giant horrible spiders in it, but from what I've been told and what I can see online, the only time there was ever like a hint towards even bringing these creatures to the TV screen was, I think, a couple of tweets that hinted towards them existing in season 7, but never actually got the chance to do that. And oh, fuck that Haunter, seriously, why would you take down my poor Herbie like that? It's mean. Sabrina has always had a gym that's over-leveled, or at least I'm always under-leveled when I go into Sabrina's gym. I don't know why. I thought this was a good idea, because I think the next gym is like easier. Like, I think it has lower level Pokemon than this gym. I can't remember that. But as a bit of a spoiler alert for this video, I plow straight through Sabrina. I really don't know how or why, because Sabrina is usually really, really difficult. But I somehow managed to cut through her like she was butter. I actually think, yeah, I don't know. I keep losing my train of thought because I've been talking for like nearly an hour straight, or well, slightly longer than that, because obviously in the last video I had several failed attempts at recording this stuff. And once again, this gaslit is just, I hate gaslights in this game. It is so annoying. I hate the whole confuse ray and sleep tactic. It is really, really frustrating because they somehow just get it off nearly every time. Whereas if I was to try and do that, I would hardly ever get that sort of combination going. So yeah, how long have we got left? It's like 10 minutes? Seriously, I've got to talk for another 10 minutes? I don't know what to talk about for like another 10 minutes. We're not even to like Sabrina yet. I think Sabrina's going to be like the next person we face though. Maybe the person after that, I don't know. Oh, I don't know what else. Oh, no, I can't remember. Yeah, just, there's not been a whole lot going off. I've started writing again, now that I'm, you know, feeling better and things are going a little bit better for me as well, kind of-ish. I've started writing more with the stories. And I also have another video that I want to do talking about why a certain story is being made, why I'm writing a certain story, because it's... you'll see that video when you see that video, but it is an important video that I do want to like at least address certain things in that video. I don't really know how else to say that without giving anything away. There are videos that I'm planning to do, like I mentioned, I want to do another reaction video based on a video that I just stumbled onto by mistake. It just appeared out of nowhere. I think I was going down some sort of rabbit hole and then there it was. So that's one video I want to do. Obviously continue with these Pokemon videos as that. So that's like two sort of videos that I want to do. On popular opinion, I want to do another video in that sort of style again. So that's 3. And then I really want to do like another short mini series of videos in December for other reasons. But I'm not entirely sure if I'm actually going to be doing that yet. I really want to, but it might just be too much for me to do at this moment. Might be a better idea to try and do it next year. So that's sort of like 4 kinds of videos that I want to do. I don't know. And then obviously I want to do this video where I talk about a certain story of mine that I'm writing. Because that's also like an update to another thing that I made a video about a long time ago. Well, not a long... Maybe it is a long time ago now. I'm not sure how long it's been. Months, I know that, but I just don't know how many months. And here we go, we are finally at Sabrina. Woohoo! What I also don't understand about Sabrina is Sabrina is like the only gym leader who has a whip. I can't understand why they gave her a whip. I think it's something to do with like Right, no, I don't think it is to do with the manga because this came out before the manga, I think. But for some reason, Sabrina has a whip. Why does Sabrina have a whip? I don't know. In the remakes, there's also a teleporter in this room that takes you back to the beginning. Whereas in this game, there isn't a teleporter in this room that takes you back to the beginning. You have to find the beginning on your own. You have to backtrack through these teleporters, and it is a nightmare. And it's not a little nightmare, it's just a big nightmare. I keep getting told by a few different people that like, I need to play Little Nightmares 2, and it's just like, I don't like multiplayer. It's like, well, it's not actually multiplayer, you don't have to play with other people. I was like, I don't care, I don't like co-op. I don't like playing with AI either. No. Evil. It's like, just try it, it's a fun game. I was like, shut up, no. So who knows, maybe one day I will. Or at least look at an LP of it, I don't know. But, I don't know, I just... keep yawning. I'm not even tired, it's just a stupid thing where if I talk a lot, I end up yawning for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's because I don't really talk much in real life. I don't know. Oh well. This is thankfully like the last time I have to talk for a while on video. As long as I finally get these videos out, I can probably take another week off of like recording and stuff, and you'll all be like, oh, that's perfectly reasonable. You don't have to keep doing videos as often as you're supposed to do your videos. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I can't believe that this year's almost over and I haven't finished this game yet. I wanted to finish this game before, or at least by the end of the year, and obviously I'm not going to be able to do that. And I don't know what my next LP is going to be, actually. It's like, I keep thinking about it, and I'm like, well, this is a good idea, but this is also a good idea, but if I do this now, it can connect to other things that I've already mentioned, and it's like, maybe it's a good idea to do this one next, because it's like, it's been a while since I've even mentioned any of this, or why don't I just do this one, because it's going to be a brand new experience, and it's not going to be, you know, and then I gotta think of, like, for all my LPs, I do, like, a gimmick. I don't know why, I just feel like it's nice and unique to have something like really, really interesting to bring to every single Let's Play I do, because it's more like a series rather than like a guide. It's just me playing games. But I want it to be more entertaining than what other people do, because not everyone likes to do, you know, a thing for their LPs. People often like to just do, you know, the bare minimum, or they just want to have fun with it, or some people like to throw as much information at you as possible. But I just like doing stuff. I like doing the original thing, but I also like to add twists. Interesting little twists and turns, just to be like, that's a little bit more interesting than what that other person did. But, yeah. I don't know. Alakazam. Surprising thing about Alakazam in this game is, if you notice, he actually has a star on his head. I think this is the only time Alakazam ever has a star on his head. I can't remember what that star's called. Is it supposed to be called like the Star of David or something? I don't remember. But yeah, I think this is like the only time in the entire franchise he actually has like a star on his head. And also, I don't know if you noticed, but okay, I just heard like my dog shaking in the background there. What you haven't probably noticed is the shape of Alakazam's head has always sort of been like the satanic pentagram, and I've always found that kind of funny. I don't know why. I don't know if you've noticed, but my profile picture on YouTube is also kind of like the shape of a pentagram, an upside down pentagram. I thought that would be really funny to do, because Obviously, my VTuber model is supposed to be like a sloth from hell, but anthropomorphized. So it's kind of subtle, but it's also kind of funny that I did that. And no one has really, like, if I tell someone, they go like, oh yeah, I can see it now. Huh, never really caught on to that. Sidewave, kind of useless because we have Psychic, so we won't be using that at all, ever. Everyone has psychic power, apparently. I don't know. Anyway, so please like and subscribe. It's always free, and I'll see you in the next video.